game. Really fun. This is my office right over here. I'm going to Wrath of the Lich King expansion to ship. So thanks for the time. Glad you've seen, and back to you, Paul.
So right now, we're in our Global Network Operations Center, and this is the first behind-the-scenes look that anyone's ever had with a camera. What you'll find here is that we've got a bunch of guys 24/7 monitoring all of our realms and all of our servers globally. And so before problems are detected by you guys out in the game, these guys see it, and they're able to start working on repairing it and getting it as quick as possible. So one of the things you'll see up on the screen here is the Global Disaster Alert System. The reason why we have this up in our data center is back in the early days of World of Warcraft, when we were first going into beta in 2004, hit one of our data centers. We were down for about 3 days, and we're there in the data center drying the servers with hair dryers, trying to get the system up and running, and we were able to do that in 3 days, which no one could believe. So this is a day and night cycle, and what it shows is all these points of light are actual World of Warcraft players that are on right now. I wish. So that's the behind-the-scenes look at Blizzard Entertainment. We hope you enjoyed it. So let's get back to BlizzCon and check out the show.
And of course, for StarCraft and videos. Everything you need to know.
All right, well, that was inside of Blizzard and the Network's Operations Center, and the little points of light as people play World of Warcraft. It really shows how global the audience is for Blizzard, and it's amazing, you know, people that are watching this stream on the internet who's joining us for BlizzCon Live. So I want to welcome all you guys around the world. But now we have another special guest joining us right here on stage. It's Kim Pham, who is known as a shoutcaster for all these amazing tournaments that happen.
A fantastic shoutcaster.
And I heard there's over $200,000 on the line this weekend at BlizzCon.
There's definitely a lot of money to be won for the global finals, definitely.
That's very exciting. Now, tell us a bit about the tournaments here at BlizzCon and what we can expect. I know there are different tournament stages, so there are basically 3 tournaments that will go on over the next 2 days?
That's correct. So there's 3 global finals that's taking place. The World of Warcraft Arena Global Finals, you have the StarCraft Global Finals, and then the Warcraft 3. So there's 2 stages that the tournaments will be taking place on. The RTS stage, where you'll have StarCraft and Warcraft 3, and then you have the WoW Arena stage.
You're going to give us a little updated coverage of the BlizzCon.com. We'll also be covering it as much as we can. Kim, why don't you take us through some of the tournaments that we're going to start off with here is the World of Warcraft tournament brackets, right?
Right, so World of Warcraft, a lot of people are looking forward to that because we have so many World of Warcraft fans. And the Arena tournament is a 3v3 tournament style, so there's 3 players against other 3 players. We have 8 teams here represented from 4 different regions: Korea, Taiwan, US, and Europe.
Who are your favorite teams that you're looking at this year?
You know, I'm trying to get into WoW. I know you're a much bigger WoW fan than I am. I'm actually excited to see how Existence is going to do because they won the regional finals in Europe this year and last year. They're back again style. It's it's fast. It's hard for me to keep up with it, but it's exciting and it's a lot of fun.
I'm an SK fan. I'm hoping to see them come out. They really dominated MLG this year in tournaments. So I hope you're wrong. I hope we get to see SK win.
Now, let me ask you guys about these tournaments. When you say a team 3-on-3, do the team members change every year? I mean, the team that was SK last year, will it change to who it is this year? Are they the same guys?
Occasionally, players will either change the teams that are on, or they'll change the sponsors that they're on. So you don't every year.
Correct.
All right, so you got to watch and see how they do. Now we're going to move on to another tournament that we're going to be seeing, and that's the Warcraft 3 tournament.
Yeah.
Warcraft 3 is an oldie but goodie here. Lots of Blizzard fans are playing that one, and Kim, you're already cheering. This is a favorite of yours?
Yes, the Warcraft 3 tournament is definitely my favorite tournament. I will be commentating the tournament this year, as I did last year. The brackets are up right here. There's a lot of great matches to look at. In the match 1, you're going to have Lin playing against Nicker. He's from Russia. You have Grubby against Sonky in match 2.
Grubby's my favorite.
He is one of my favorites, too.
Why is Grubby your favorite?
You know, I actually worked with him on a team, Evil Geniuses, that he's with now, so I have a lot of experience with him professionally.
All right, so he's one to watch. Keep going, Kim. Yes?
Yeah, he is. And then match 3 is Long Walk versus Shy, and then you have Lucifron versus Soccer. Now, with Warcraft 3, though, it's interesting this year. We have no undead players at all that made it to the global finals. It's predominantly Night Elf versus Orc, with one single human player who made it. And, you know, there's a lot of great matches. My favorite player, I mean, you say you like Grubby. Grubby has always been one of my all-time favorite players, but I think a lot of people will be... He's our defending champion. He won the Blizzcon Global Finals last year. And then a lot of people will also be cheering for Lucifron, who took second place last year. And Lucifron debuted at BlizzCon last year, kind of came out of nowhere. A lot of people weren't expecting him to make it second place, but he did. He's one of the youngest players in this competition. He just turned 17, and a lot of people wanted him to win just because no one expected to, but he is back again, so you never know.
He's the underdog, and he's been training. He's getting ready for BlizzCon. All right, well,
he is, but you know, definitely don't underestimate the other Night Elf players like Soccer and Shy, you guys as well, but those 5 players estimated to be
onto another tournament. This is StarCraft, not StarCraft 2, which is still not out. There will be obviously a lot of StarCraft 2 content, which is, I think, a decade old, loving it, and there will be in a StarCraft Invitational tournament, of course, right?
That says something about StarCraft. When you watch StarCraft stage, the UI may seem a little dated, but, you know, the gameplay is timeless. It's
now let's get to some of the brackets
long.
here. What can we expect here, Kim?
So the first matchup, Savior versus Beckham, that's a good matchup to see. Savior is going to be a big fan favorite. He is from two-time defending champion of BlizzCon, and in the interview that he won, he actually told all his fans that he was going to destroy everyone in 2009. So we'll see if he's going to keep his word and win again this year.
Is there a lot of smack talk that happens amongst these players?
Actually, no, it's not that common for them to smack talk, but Savior was very confident, and he let it out there. He said he's been destroyed. It's questionable how well he's doing this year, but he's a BlizzCon star. He shines every time he's at BlizzCon, so we'll see how he does this year.
Now, Savior is one of our players to watch. Who else in the StarCraft tournament?
So, I'm also looking forward to see how Idra is going to do. So, now when you watch the StarCraft matches and you listen to the commentators, be aware that they are going to throw out this term called foreigners. And sometimes using a foreigners, you think someone who's not from, you know, your country. But not in the case of StarCraft. Foreigner is a player who is not from Korea, because Korea has welcomed gamers in StarCraft. It's such a strong sport there that anybody that is not from Korea is considered a foreigner.
Interesting. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, Idra is a foreigner favorite.
In America,
and he actually trains with Savior, so he plays with the best. And
so Savior actually trains him so he might be able to beat him? The apprentice beating the...
I don't think Savior will let that happen in the first round, and it's unheard of that advance in the second round. It
could be Savior versus Indra at the end of the tournament here for the final.
That would be a nice surprise. I would love that.
All right, well, we'll have to see. Now, this is all going on today and tomorrow, and if people want to see all the coverage of these tournaments, you can go to blizzcon.com, but of course, we'll be updating you throughout the live broadcast here on DirecTV. Kim, thank you so much. I'll let you get over there to get ready to shoutcast later today.
Thank you.
Excellent. All right, well, over in the StarCraft area, speaking of StarCraft, is Joe Garcia. Joe, what have you found over there?
Hey guys, we're over here in the StarCraft. We had people running through to get a hit on one of the computers so they can play the new StarCraft 2. And I'm roaming around and I'm seeing all these crazy people, and I happen to bump into Rainer 4 years later.
That's right, from Rainer.
We got Rebel Rainer some contests today?
That's right, yep.
And do you plan on winning?
I don't know, I don't think I can win though.
Yeah, all right. But we also have a bunch of people roaming around trying to figure out where they're going to go next. So behind us, we want to get you guys in this machine. I'd love to see Kat and Jeff rocking it out in this machine. It's kind of scary. It flips you around and makes you a little nauseous. So we're going to go work the floor and see what people are up to. So back to you guys at the desk.
All right, Joe, I'd rock that machine. I think we all got to have a little spin in that.
A little bit later.
Call it, a whirl in that.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're back here on the main stage as we count down to the opening ceremonies at BlizzCon at the bottom of the hour. You guys are going to see that live and uninterrupted in high definition. But right now, Kat, we have something here on the desk. This is the goodie bag. If you're one of the lucky 26,000 people to be here at BlizzCon, everyone gets one of these great goodie bags. It's one of the perks.
That's right. To their comfortable. And so we have something that is, it's called a noob, and it is specially designed here. It's a Marine from StarCraft, and it comes from Urban Vinyl. I don't know if you're familiar with the Urban Vinyl movement, but there are all these toys that you can get in the store, and a lot of artists actually paint them. And so what we have here is one that was especially designed just for BlizzCon. Well, the thing is, he's all tied in there.
I'll figure it out here.